Alright, welcome back to another video. It's Quinn Shinobi 17 here. Today, guys, I think this might be the first time we're ever going to be reviewing a game on the channel. This is a game that I feel like I had to review alongside Expedition 33, which I have not beat yet, but I will do a review on that game as well. Definitely can't wait to do that as well. But the review that we're going to do today is a game that I just feel like it's probably the best like $30 that I have spent on the game ever, and that game is none other than Adhoc's first game, Dispatch. I cannot wait to talk about this game with y'all. It's going to be an absolute ride to talk about this game with y'all. So let's get started. First of all, I would like to say congratulations to Adhoc. Bro, this is their first game, and they already started out with a bang. I love this game so much. It is so, like, you get so engulfed in this world off the first episode, dude, and let alone the second as well, because 2 episodes release every single week on Wednesdays, and those Wednesdays are now over since Dispatch did end, sadly, not too long ago. But I do hope and pray that in the future, like 4 or 5 years down the line, we do get a season 2, because I know those creators at Adhoc are considering a season 2 for this game, and I really, really, really want them to consider that big time, because the impact that this game had on the community was insane. The game reached over 1 million copies, I think. So it's absolutely insane. And I just hope they get a season 2, man. I really, really do. I love this world. I love these characters. I love just everything about this game. It was just so amazing. It was fresh. So let's get right into the review. First thing I want to get off my chest is the story. Oh my gosh, the story, in case y'all don't know, and yes, this will contain spoilers for episodes 1 through 8. So if you have not beaten Dispatch at all, highly advise y'all get off this video, go play it, come back, and then you can hear the rest of my review yapping. But yes, the first thing I want to get off my chest is the story. I adore the story so much. I love it. The story follows the main character, Robert Robertson III, who is holding the mantle as Mecha Man, who is now, for the time that it has, a retired Mecha Man who is now down in the dumps after, his father's death from the main villain, Shroud, which definitely cannot wait to talk about. Because, good God, Shroud killed his dad. Robert then tries to find a way to kill Shroud. Find him. We'll get to that part later. Like I said, later. Because it gets crazy. But his suit suddenly explodes to the point where it's beyond his repair. He cannot repair it. But a hero by the name of Blonde Blazer, one of the top heroes in LA, helps out Robert. She's like, hey, I have this way that could get you back up on your feet. Is this Dispatch team, ex super villains. We can now turn them into heroes and whatnot. And then that's what brings Robert to become part of SDN, who is also alongside one of his like childhood companions, Chase. Chase is a old-ish character. I'm gonna get to that later. Y'all see how I'm building this up. And Chase pretty much, helps Robert alongside handling this team of misfits, who is Z-Team, who consists of Golem, Flambe, Punch-Up, Prism, Malevola, crap. Am I forgetting one? Wait, yeah, hold on a second. Flambe, Punch-Up, Prism, Malevola, Golem, Sonar, Coop, and I think and Invisigal. There we go. So Yeah, they are known as Z Team, but in my eyes, they will always be considered. And DC fans, you better not hate me for this, but I know you see it too. The Suicide Squad. I know you see it too. But he leads his team of misfits to make them become hero from villains to heroes, sending them out on dispatches, doing different missions, also leveling up your characters. It could be your intellect, your charisma, your combat, your mobility, your vigor. Like, it doesn't matter what it is, you can make a certain build for a specific character. I know a lot of people built up a lot of vigor for Golem. It was insane. But yeah, so you send the heroes on dispatches. You got different, scenarios going on, and then you got to build a team, or maybe just choose a specific character to go out on that dispatch mission. And there's a percentile chance that you can either complete the mission or absolutely bomb it. I cannot tell y'all the amount of times I have went through a lot of dispatches and have absolutely sucked at it. But I still enjoyed it nonetheless. And there are also other mini games where you have to go through and hack, like certain things to access certain things as well. But besides that, the main part of the game is dispatching your heroes, and as well as making the decisions as well. So, but yeah, that's the base of the story. And like I said, I love the story a lot. I love how deep it can get, how comedic it can get. Along with the characters. Like I said, I love Robert's character. Aaron Paul, Jesse from Breaking Bad, did his thing in this game. I really loved the type of character that they made Robert in this game. Because you really just feel and you have the love for the type of character that Robert really is. Because he has that really like stand out, I have to be the top dog type of deal, and it's just very, very well done how Ad Hoc did it. And like just going from, oh my gosh, I'm Mecha Man, to okay, I'm not Mecha Man, to then being, oh my gosh, I could be something more with this team and whatnot, building the bonds that he has, what I'm saying. Like I said, still trying to be that top dog, trying to be the hero that he is, especially when it comes to Chase, when they have their talks together, especially one of the decisions where you have to be like, what are you going to do with Shroud? Are you going to kill him? Are you going to be an actual hero and spare him? And that decision does come into play big time at the end of the game, because at the end of the game, you do get the option to kill or spare Shroud. One thing I have not seen yet was someone at the beginning saying, okay, I'm a spare Shroud, to then killing him by the end of the game. Because at the very end of the game, in the credits, there is a section where it says, okay, you have stood by your word, you made sure that you either killed Shroud or spared Shroud. But I never seen someone's gameplay be like, oh my gosh, you have not stuck by your word and you did this instead of doing that. Like I said, I really love decision-based games when they do that, and I love how future stuff comes into play big time by the end of that game. Because in case y'all did not know, this game was made by ex-Telltale creators. All right, in case y'all don't know what Telltale is a gaming studio that made a lot of popular decision-making games, like the Batman Telltale series, The Walking Dead being the most popular. The Wolf is Among Us, I have not played that yet, but I really do want to play it because I heard a lot of good things about that one. I might do that. And not on the channel, but, just something for me to play and try out. As well as Minecraft Story Mode, which is yet another very popular one as well. Another thing, and that's what I love about Dispatch 2, another thing that Telltale does well with their games is the emotional impact that they have. Every Telltale game has that gut gripping, like story or those types of characters and whatnot. And that's why I really, really love it in Dispatch. Just you have those things, you know what I'm saying? And it's just really, really dope. But yeah, story wise, love Dispatch so much. I love superheroes, of course. So it's easy as clear as day that I would love this game very much. Another thing I love about this game is obviously the characters. More specifically, Invisigal. Even though she's the type of character that she is, and I understand, I love how, and this is how you know the game really wanted you to do this type of option. So in the game, Robert, after he's done dispatching his heroes, there are two options. Blonde Blazer is off on this, like, not party or like whatever, like at this restaurant or whatnot, and Invisigal's talking to Robert after the dispatch is done, and she's talking to him. She's at the movie theater and whatnot, and you get the choice of, do you want to go on a date with Blonde Blazer, or do you want to go to the movies with Invisigal, making this the permanent start of romancing the characters. And I know a lot of people have chosen Blonde Blazer, but hear me out with Invisigal. If you've chosen Blonde Blazer, okay, I want you to hear me out on this. You will see the effects that happen big time with Invisigal. One scene in particular being the scene where they're at the party, at Robert's housewarming party. Okay, hear me out on this. The scene where Blonde Blazer pulls Robert in to dance. In the background, you see Invisigal, and she's dancing too. She's having a good time until she sees those two, and then you just see her whole face just shift. And then she's like looking down and up, looking sad now. And in my mind, I'm like, dude, the game is literally saying, yo, you should have chosen Invisigal. Invisigal has to be the interest that you have to choose. You know what I'm saying? And like, if y'all played the game, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Dude, it's literally like the game wanted you to choose Invisigal, because in my eyes, it's clear as day obvious that Invisigal is the canon love interest. That is the love interest that Robert has to stand with in the game. It's obvious. It's right there. Like I said, love Blazer, but Invisigal, the build up, the tension, everything was there, dude. Everything was there. But I chose Invisigal because, dude, it's obvious. It's obvious. Like I said, that's the canon, relationship, especially at the end of the game, you know what I'm saying, with Robert and Invisigal having a conversation about Invisigal's betrayal, talking about what she did, after Shroud and whatnot. And it was just like, dude, yeah, the interactions, the bondage, that's the relationship we need in this game and whatnot. And I just love it a lot. But as far as that goes, I love the other characters. I love Flambe a lot. I feel like one of my favorite scenes with him was obviously the bar scene. I'm not going to sing the lyrics because we are a family channel. But if you play the game, you know exactly the scene I'm talking about. Like I said, family channel. So, but yeah, love Flambe a lot. I love how they also gave us a section with him, and him and Mecha Man, you know what I'm saying? And then having that transition to then saying, oh my gosh, do we want to tell everybody we're Mecha Man, or do we want to tell everybody we're Robert? Keep it low. Even though Invisigal was the only one who knew who Robert really was, still. Who's another character? Punch Up. Let me give a shout out to Punch Up and Sonar. Two of my goats of YouTube stood out so much in this game. That being my dude Jacksepticeye and Moist Critical Charlie. I Love both of their performances. I really love Moist Critical's performance as Sonar a lot. I really wish I didn't cut him. And yes, before y'all get mad, I did cut Sonar for Coop. Look, the process was just going through my mind. I'm sorry, but that's why we have two other save slots in the game, so that way we can be able to make different decisions. I will make a list of decisions that I'm going to make again, just so that way I can see, okay, this might be a better gameplay. And obviously one of the biggest ones was either cutting Sonar or Coop. And next time I will cut Coop because I do have a vision for Sonar, and how that gameplay could work. But as far as Phenomenon goes, which, oh my gosh, I can't wait to talk about him. And Waterboy, I'm gonna choose Waterboy as well. But yeah, Sonar, love Moist Critical in there, love Jacksepticeye as Punch Up. I just really, really digged both of their performances in this game. Which brings me to Phenomenon. And before we get to the rest of Z Team. Dude. Oh my gosh. I don't know where to start. First of all, I have never... And I get it. It's a breakup. And you will feel miserable after a breakup. But dude, I have never seen such mentally broken person or character like Phenomenon. When I tell you, this dude was down in the dumps. I mean, dumpster flames everywhere. Like, dude, seeing Phenomenon the way he was after him and Blazer broke up was just the most hilarious thing I've seen. And obviously, his gameplay in the game is just not phenomenal. But still, if you played the game and know how Phenomenon works in the dispatch area, you know exactly how it is. But yeah, man, Phenomenon, that is a Phenomenon. So, but yeah, but I still like this character. I still like how comedic he is. Like I said, I love the comedic moments in this game. It's very, very good, and yet heartwarming as well. But yeah, dude. Besides that, as far as rest of the Z Team goes, my personal favorite might have to be Malevola. I love her design. She gives me big. If you're a Marvel fan, she gives me big magic vibes. If you know, you know. She gives me big magic vibes. Like I said, very cool design. Just love her character overall. She's awesome. And I think she was one of my more sent out characters alongside Prism. But besides that, dude, I love Malevola a lot, and like I said, I hope we get a season 2 so that way I could be able to, so that way we can be able to get these characters more and more, interact with them, and just see more about their background. But yeah, besides that, I don't have anything else to say other than I really enjoyed this game. This was the best game, I'd say, alongside Expedition 33. But still, I would say this is one of the best games that I have played this year. By far. By far. I enjoyed every single thing about this game. It's just been absolutely awesome. Can't wait to see more about what Ad Hoc does in the future, because I know they're going to absolutely cook. I hope we get a season 2 of this game. I just know it's going to be absolutely awesome. Let me know in the comments down below, what did y'all think of Dispatch? In the comments down below, did y'all like it? What decisions did y'all make that y'all feel like y'all shouldn't have made? Let me know. Definitely cannot wait to see this game in the Game Awards, because in case y'all did not know, this game did get nominated for the Game Awards, and I hope it does win. And yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to absolutely demolish that like button as well as that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell for more reviews like this. And with that being said, Shinobi out.